Joined us. And today, actually, we're going to talk about all things gardening on Mid-American Gardener. So just stay tuned and see what there is for us to talk about from your garden right now. I'm Diane Nolan, and I teach horticulture at the University of Illinois, and that's coming up soon. And so I can chat about cut flowers and perennials, but I have three highly talented horticultural minds here at the table. And so we're going to find out, they're going to let us know their expertise so you can really gear your questions towards the panel's expertise and maybe do some show and tells or emails. So John Bodensteiner, let's start first with you.
Okay, I'm a Vermilion County Master Gardener, and I'm into tomatoes. I like perennials, especially hostas. I've gotten to have so much shade. I just about like anything that grows anywhere. I've got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And tonight I brought a couple of things. The first thing that I'm going to talk about tonight is Dorianthus. This is a succulent. And
how do you spell Dorianthus?
Dorianthus, Dorianthus.
Easy enough.
And it's a wonderful succulent, especially with the summers we've been having. And it's got a little red flower. It's probably closed up because it's not in the sun right now, but it loves sun. It's very one of those things that likes it hot. And the one I have at home, I've got in a very large pot, and it is now touching the ground. And it just does wonderful in the heat. As far as watering, it's awful hard to keep pots watered and without harming the plants and wilting. This thing just stands up. I've gone for a week and forgotten it, and it doesn't even show it. So Dorianthus, for years in the future, just a reference. It's sometimes hard to find, but just keep asking and they'll get it for you.
It's really very pretty.
Yes.
And the red flower will be showy when you have it open.
It's
good.
right here and very nice.
Excellent. Well, thank you, John. And now let's go to Marty Alanya.
Hi, my name is Marty Alanya. I'm a private landscaper, typically residential, but I've done some commercial work too. And I love perennials. And I'm so fond of John, but he grows annuals. I don't know what's wrong with him. I really don't. So we have a question here about delphinium. Janet writes in that she had a very tough, tall delphinium that's now in its second bloom. And if you prune them after they bloom the first time, often, almost predictably, they'll bloom again. But she wants to save any root or rhizome in a pot that still exists at the end of summer. Previous attempts have been failures in my basement with weekly watering. Is there a way to save this wonderful plant? In an unheated garage, perhaps, or in a basement at about 70 degrees with some light and no draft. Janet, I would plant that delphinium in the ground. Put it in a little bit of a microclimate. If you have a south side of your house that's a suitable sun exposure. They need lots of sun. They like lots of sun. Or even if you happen to have like an inside corner on your house on the southeast or southwest side, someplace up against a wall of evergreens or someplace up against your garage or something like that. Delphinium are typically pretty hardy around here. And I think you'd do a lot better to have it in the ground. Just plant it in the planet and mulch real well. In fact, you could plug it in now and mulch it real well. Keep watering it till it starts to fade, and it should establish. That's what I would suggest.
Excellent discussion of microclimates, because I don't think people always think about, if it doesn't work one place, try it where it's sun but protected, or try it in another place.
Oh yeah.
And see if it works better. So
And
think about that.
Don't always go by the label, because some things, it says full sun and they're just, they look horrible. But just a little bit of shade.
In another climate.
Yeah. Full sun,
Right.
not up against a concrete wall. Full sun, next to something that kind of leans over it a little bit, that'd be fine.
Okay. Well, very good discussion. Now, everyone, I think delphiniums are a little tricky.
They
So
are.
everyone,
They are.
check it out. All right. Well, let's go to you next, Bill Erickson.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my name's Bill Erickson. I'm a landscape architect with Prairie View Landscaping in the Champaign-Urbana area. And I specialize mainly in residential landscaping. I like landscaping for wildlife, and I'm into perennials here too. So, but tonight we have a question that came in about turf grass. And this is from Jamie Evans. And it says, previously you recommended a special variant of fescue instead of classic bluegrass for residential turf grass in Zone 5. Can you please remind us viewers of what that variety is? And that was probably a discussion about turf-type tall fescue. That's a very good substitute for bluegrass, and it is growing as a sod now with only 10% bluegrass mixed in to help bind it together. It's very drought tolerant. It can take the transition zone between cool season grasses and warm season grasses. It has a very deep root system. Some of these can get down to 3 feet or so below ground. So they're very hardy in the summer. They've developed types with narrower grass blades, finer texture, darker green color now. So it is something to consider if you're looking for a lower maintenance type of lawn instead of bluegrass, which needs so much water. And some of the better varieties of turf grass, the tall fescue, are Rambler and Second Millennium. So you might want to consider that, and even in a sod form. There are several sod companies now that market it.
As I'm taking notes. Very good. I didn't know those particular varieties. So good. Thank you for that. Very good question, folks. All right, let's go to the phone lines next, and we're going to talk to Julie. She's on line too, and I love this question. It's about what is cover smother. So Julie, do you have more to it? And we will do our best.
Hi. I'm so sorry you're going to be leaving the show, but
Well,
I love you anyway.
I appreciate that.
I want to know a little bit more about, this has become my favorite thing now since we have some areas that have just been taken over by the weeds, to be able to cover and smother.
Mm-hmm.
My question is,
Yes.
once you've done that and you pull up the tarp, what happens next? I have different, range of weeds that are, some are new, some are old, some are dead. So do I need to pull them out, dig them out, and amend the soil, or what do you do once you pull up that tarp?
Are
Okay.
you trying to cover and smother to reestablish a new lawn or a garden or a flower bed or?
Flower bed.
Okay, yeah. Leave the tarp on till everything underneath it is dead. Just cover it up. Put a couple layers on if you need to. Obviously, you're not wanting to use a chemical of any kind. If you pull it up, most everybody is croaked over, but there's a few stalwarts, hangers on. Dig them out, yeah, and try to get as much root as you can. And depending on in here in the Midwest, I'm thinking probably burdock. You're gonna have some hanging on dandelion, some brave, So try to get as much of the root as you can. Maybe even some thistle, but I don't know what you had. Creeping Charlie. Just make sure you get the root out, and then amend the soil, turn it over, plant, and mulch.
At that time, after you pull the tarp up, that's one of the best times to. We always never do this. Amend the soil too.
Yeah.
Right.
We start things, we put things in and say, oh, I wish I would have put that, amended that soil, but now I've got something growing there and it's too late. So rake it, get the debris off, make sure any seeds that, if you can get them, because if you do till it, you're going to work those seeds, and any seeds that are under the ground are going to come up, and if depending on if the weed seeds are sun germinated, they will sprout if they've been under the ground for years. Some seeds will last 20 years. And so just be diligent that first time. But amend the soil, get it, you may want to berm it up if you've had problems with drainage. You may want to berm it up a little bit. It just depends on the area. But before you plant anything, get the area the way you want it and do some research, plan, and I think that's the big thing.
Yeah, figure
Yeah.
out what you want to put in and amend accordingly.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Bill,
when
do you have? We love this question. Go for it,
yeah,
Bill.
when you amend that soil, consider using organic compost as the amendment material. That'll break up the soil, make it very loose again, and also add nutrients. We use a compost that's made from pumpkin waste at our
Interesting.
landscape company, and it's tremendous.
Yes.
yeah.
I've grown sweet potatoes as big as your head, so it
Wow.
really works well.
Wow.
Yeah, and you want to work it to about 12 inches so you don't have that hard pan for you
Yeah.
if you've had a drainage problem.
Yeah.
Well, this wouldn't work for commercial planting, but for residential, then once you've planted, you can actually put some layers of newspaper down before you do the mulch, and that gives you a little bit added more cover smothering, but it will break
Yeah.
down. The earthworms will pull it down
Yep.
into the soil,
Yep.
and it will keep weeds down if you have any stragglers.
Yep.
But don't get it up tight. It's really
Yeah,
a little bit
just
more
not a
around.
little.
So you can continue to cover smother for the rest of your natural gardening life. I mean, really, it is an excellent thing.
I did it between my
Oh,
rows
yeah.
of beans this year just to keep
Yeah.
the weeds.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to till or have the weeds coming up between the rows of beans and peas. I laid newspapers, and covered them with
Yeah,
with
I didn't use
mulch.
2 sheets. I mean, like a whole section. Lay
Yeah,
'em.
I just opened
overlap
the-
them a little
I
bit.
just
Just
opened the
shingle them
section.
down. You bet.
Sometimes
you
I'm
bet.
hardcore and use 2 sections.
Yeah.
Sometimes cardboard, but no
Oh.
plastic,
No,
nothing,
no.
nothing
Something
that
that's
won't
gonna deteriorate.
biodegrade.
Right.
My World War II era father used it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. If he pulled up any carpeting that was jute back,
Yes,
he'd cut it in strips and put it down the rows of berries
I've
in
seen
our
that.
garden.
absolutely. And I have
We'd
done
put the
that.
pile side down and the jute side up, and eventually it wears out and you have to peel it up. But it's very effective.
It's
And water
very-
and air go right through it.
And my cats love to lay on them. So it's really cute. That's where they hang out because they don't like the mulch as much.
No,
But
they don't.
I'm glad you brought that up because I have done that
It
too.
works perfectly.
It really
works
does.
perfectly.
Okay, so thank you. I just love that question. Julie, you did well. All right, now let's go to line 3. And Clark has a little more challenging question for us about poppies. Hi, Clark.
Yes, good evening. I thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I was on a recent vacation to Alaska, and I spotted some. They were identified as Himalayan blue poppy.
Absolutely.
And I was curious if I tried to. I stopped by a local nursery, and they had starts of it, but they weren't sure I could take those on the plane. But I was wondering if there's
Think about that.
are those available around here? Are they hardy for this area, or can you order seeds to start those?
I have seen the seeds around here.
I think
Garden
if you search the internet, you're going to find somebody. Nothing comes to my mind right away but I have seen them in some of the seed catalogs, and you should be able to start them without too much trouble. And
They ought to be hardy.
yeah, and in
They're
fact,
growing
the
in-
funguses and the moisture here is going to be the biggest challenge
Yes.
Yeah.
for you,
And
Yeah.
possibly the heat,
and the heat.
possibly too much humidity,
Yeah.
And-
possibly not a mountainous,
Yeah,
I don't know.
the drainage. Make
Gravel,
sure they're
yeah.
well drained.
For a long time, when you Googled Himalayan blue poppy, the University of Illinois greenhouse folks came up. Kelly Alsop successfully grew those in our greenhouse along with Debbie Black. And Kelly's on in a few weeks, but she is an expert on growing Himalayan blue poppy. And we grew them in the greenhouse and had them on display in our greenhouse. So
They are beautiful.
they are beautiful. I just don't know how well they'll like our climate, but that shouldn't stop any
No,
gardener.
no.
Absolutely
it.
not.
And again,
Definitely.
you might find that microclimate that works
Right.
perfect for it.
Yeah.
So if I can remember, I'll ask
Yeah.
Kelly to chat
Yeah.
a little bit about Himalayan blue poppies. Thank you. That was a great question. And you got to enjoy Alaska. That's great. All right, let's go to Gary's question on line 4 about peppers. Hi, Gary.
Hi, how are you today?
Doing great.
Good. Hey, I bought 4 different red bell pepper plants from 2 different stores, planted them. My peppers are getting to be pretty good size, but they're green. When would they turn red?
Keep waiting.
Yeah, it varies depending
gotta
on
happen.
Yeah.
the number of degree days and
Yep.
a number of hours of sunlight. They will mature, but you just have to be patient. The longer you wait, they may turn actually kind of an orange or a yellow first, or a yellow then orange and then red. But the longer you wait, the sweeter they are. They don't get hot, but it's just a matter of the season and this year. You know, it's been cloudy. We've had cloud, of course. Then we've had the heat. So I'm not sure when. There's no exact time. It's just be patient.
Yeah. They'll turn red when
Yeah.
they're ripe.
Right.
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
they're edible when they're green.
Yeah.
But if you want red, you just
They're much sweeter.
just keep
and
waiting.
just
Oh,
tastier.
I prefer them to be red, but yeah, you just have to wait.
I was being patient, and my green pepper got a little sun scald on it because it was the first one. And so
Yeah.
anyway, I did pick that one quicker.
Yeah, green
All
ones
right.
that are turning red also.
You know,
they'll look a little chocolatey.
One nice thing is
some,
the
and then
new
they go
purple
red
ones that
sometimes too.
turn purple right away,
Yeah.
and those are nice and sweet.
They are.
So,
I'm going to put that on my list.
They are pretty.
I got
All
to
in
get
a-
that
all in a
next
group.
year. Okay. Now we're going to go to May's question, and she's got also a pepper question, and she is on line 5. Hi, May.
Hello. I have a pepper question also. My peppers have, the plants mostly only have one pepper on them, and half of them have none at all. They've got some blooms, but no peppers.
Okay. How is the drainage? Is it pretty good where they're planted?
You mean, does it get muddy?
Well, is it a heavy soil, heavy clay that doesn't drain well?
I think so.
Okay, that could be part of the problem. You might want to consider some raised beds if you have that problem, and they might do better in that type of condition with better drainage. Also, if the soil is too fertile, sometimes you'll get a lot of leaf growth and not enough of the fruit. So.
That's a good point because you want to
Yeah.
you almost kill them with kindness, too
Yeah.
much fertilizer.
And some
Good
of your
point.
new ones are very late producers. Your real hot ones, you'll get very late production on those.
They take time.
And then you'll get very few fruit on most of those too. But so it depends.
Yeah.
Depends on the variety too.
Okay. Well, that was good 2 questions about peppers, but different ones. So thanks for that. I like that we're still doing vegetable garden questions. So we have a tomato question. Let's go to Sandra's question on line 6. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Diane. Would like you to remind me what causes blossom end rot on tomatoes, and if there's anything that can be done about it.
Bill,
Thank
should we
you.
take this one or should we let John have it?
I think we'll let Mr. Tomato have it.
So you can
Not Tomato Head, Mr. Tomato.
tomato head.
Yeah.
That's like potato head.
Blossom end rot is caused by calcium deficiency in the tomato fruit itself. Usually there's lots of calcium in the soil, but it's a solubility problem where there's not enough water to dissolve the calcium so that the plant can uptake it. And all it takes is about 24 hours and that fruit can be affected. So the magic thing is to keep your tomatoes evenly watered, and what I like to do for those people that have very poor drainage or too good a drainage is to take like a milk jug, a gallon milk jug, put a pinhole in the bottom, fill your milk jug every morning with water and let it just drip, and that way you've got constant moisture, and if that isn't enough, then you put 2 milk jugs down, and it will solve your problem.
That's a good idea.
You know, if you have really bad soil, the only other thing is save your eggshells, grind them up in the spring, and put them in the soil with your when you plant them. Or if you have an extra calcium, a tablet, grind it up, and throw it in the dirt when you plant your tomatoes.
Yeah.
Very spoken like a very good pharmacist. That's very good. Which is John's background, isn't it? Very good. So he knows what he's talking about. All right. Well, let's go to the show and tell. And I'm going to go back to you, John. I see some cool things you've got to show us.
Yeah, I brought a couple things. This is cardoon. It is in the family of the thistle or artichoke. And what I am using this for is I'm going to take these stamens, the purple part, that's the flower stamens. I'm going to cut those off, dry them, grind them up, and dissolve them in warm water, put them in some warm goat milk or sheep milk, and make cheese out of it. It's a vegetarian cheese. Rather than using calf stomach rennet, I'm going to use cardoon.
It's a natural rennet. Get that.
Yeah.
Isn't that
The
cool?
other thing I
What
brought.
a handy guy.
I know.
Okay.
Wine, cheese, tomatoes.
And dilly beans. A lot of people I've talked to just don't know what to do with all their beans. And so I just brought this to remind people that you can pickle them. And these are, I call these dilly beans. If you like dill pickles, you'll love these.
And would you remind folks about what your other succulent is, just real quick? And is it annual or perennial?
This
That's
is an
coming up.
annual.
Okay.
I have saved it before. I should have said that. It is an annual. It is a tender annual. So if it freezes, you need to take it in. And I've overwintered it in the basement.
Okay.
Say
So-
in a sunny window, it should
yeah.
probably do well.
And probably will do well. So nice show and tell. Okay. Now, Marty.
Oh yes, we have another question. Hibiscus. I chose these questions because they're kind of seasonal here for this time of year. My hibiscus leaves are turning brown. I'm sorry, Jan, and falling off, especially the lower leaves. They do this every year, mostly mid-July or later. They look like they're dying and they haven't bloomed yet. What am I doing wrong? Well, it's been pretty dry. If you're not watering regularly, I can see by the picture, we have pictures. I can see by the picture there is some mulch in there. I would say regular even watering is probably going to be a huge factor in improving this situation. Gather up the dead leaves and get rid of them. If the leaves are curling at all, and from the picture it's hard to tell, turn your leaf upside down and see if you can see any insects of any kind on there. And they can be quite small. If you have mites on there, it'll kind of, instead of the leaf being like this, it'll kind of like that, you know, and it cups a little and you think, oh, it's dry. Well, it's not necessarily dry. It's being stunted because the mites are damaging it from underneath. So you can find out if you have an insect issue, first of all. But most likely, it's just been really dry. It's been dry, and it's been cool, but it's really dry. So mulch, regular water, and you should get some blooms pretty soon.
Okay. Let's go next to you, Bill.
Okay. I've got a question about crab apples, and Ann was asking how far away from the house to plant a crabapple tree. And that's a difficult question to have an exact answer for, because there are probably 50 crabapple types on the market at any given time, and they vary in size a lot. The smallest ones, like Sargentina, could only be 8 feet wide. Some of the larger types, like Adam's crabapple or Zumi, could get 25 feet in diameter. So the basic rule is at least divide that diameter by 2 and plant it that far away from the house and maybe a few feet farther, just in case it does very well. And there are different shapes of crab apples. Some are wide spreading, some are very narrow. So do a little bit of research on the type that you're wanting in that spot, and I'm sure there's a tree that will fit the location.
Okay, very good.
Can I add something to this hibiscus
Sure.
question? We were talking about heavier soil a little while ago, and that could also be a problem. Hibiscus they're an annual. I mean, I assume you're talking about an annual. It looks like it here. They're going to need as much help growing. They want a nice loose soil and they want regular moisture. And if you have fed them recently, if you mix it a little strong, that might account for some of your leaf drop. But also, if you haven't fed them at all, you might try a high phosphorus, the middle number, high phosphorus feed, mixed half as strong, because it's hot, it's late, on your hibiscus, and see if you can push some bloom out so you get some
Okay.
flowers.
Very good. It's worth trying.
Yeah.
Well, we have a follow-up question on amending soil, and I thought I would go to Carol's question on line 3. Hi, Carol.
Hi, I really appreciate your show
Thank you.
and enjoy it immensely. However, I have a request, and you touched on it just a couple moments ago, amending the soil. You know, you can get a soil kit and you can test the soil, but then it starts talking about how to amend it. And personally, I think that's rather confusing. And you have little facts throughout the show. Would it be possible to have little tutorials on things like amending the soil?
we will take that under advisement,
Yeah.
because that would be a different aspect. I wonder if some of the extension folks have done that.
I was going to say, meanwhile, contact your county extension service.
Yeah, I was going to say,
And they
there's
could
county,
be able
local
to aid
county
you.
extension.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like
Because
something.
we have handouts on it, actually how to do it.
Yeah,
And
so
what
that-
to use for what thing, you know. and-
So that's a good suggestion, but you might find it in another form. So that might be something to do. And if we do get video capability, we'll add that. Well, say, it is so quick. The show goes so fast. We've had great show and tell. Wonderful viewer questions. Thank you. Thanks for being here. We hope you have a great week gardening. Bye-bye.